everybody, I'm Ryan, and today we're going to talk about Simic Crab, but more specifically, different builds and the flex slots within Simic Crab. So without further ado, let's jump right into it with the non-flex slots. See, these are the non-flex slots in Simic Crab. If you're playing this deck, you're pretty much bought into playing these 57 cards in the main deck and these 6 cards in the sideboard. Now, if you want to check out, these non-flex cards, please be sure to pause this video and check it out. But we have to decide what to play in these 3 cards in the main deck and these 9 slots in the sideboard. Well, these are your options. So you're going to select, basically in the main deck, you're missing which unsummon effect do you want to play. You're going to pick 3 of these, and then pick from these 18 cards in the sideboard, you're going to pick 9. So let's talk about these choices. So these are all effectively unsummon effects. We're already playing 2 Rona's Vortex in the main deck. And the reason we play this card is because we can kick it for 4 mana and indefinitely get rid of stuff. It gets things out of the way, but the issue with Rona's Vortex is it doesn't hit our own creatures, and that's an issue because we don't have a lot of threats, so we really need to be able to protect ourselves. There's a similar issue with Into the Floodmaw. However, it can hit non-land permanents, so if we're worried about things that are not creatures, Into the Floodmaw seems pretty good. And then Unsummon doesn't have those cool things. It is only creatures, so it's not like Into the Floodmaw. It doesn't get rid of things indefinitely like Rona's Vortex. However, it can hit our own creatures so we can protect ourselves. So you're going to select 3 of these to add to your main deck. And then as far as the sideboard goes, it gets a little bit more complex. We have 9 slots, and our options are Shrouded Shepherd, and we will not be casting the white side at all. Don't even think about it. However, it is technically a permanent, so we can grab it with Seed of Hope and Cash Grab and things like that. So we can cast this Adventure side, which is Cleave Shadows, which is creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Very good against some aggressive decks, specifically Convoke. I'm really attracted to this card for, so it's kind of a cool option. Minor Misstep, very good against a lot of aggressive decks, really good against, the Dimir decks, the Esper Bounce deck and things like that. Negate, there are dozens of things that it could be good against. Anoint with Affliction is a fun card, exiling something, mana value 3 or less, deals with white enduring creature, but really we're playing it for the aggressive decks because it deals with Heartfire Hero without being dealt damage from it. Go for the Throat is a pretty unconditional removal. Pick Your Poison is Artifact Enchantment Hate. The Flyer Hate, I guess, is fine, but I don't really see it anymore with the 6/6 demon not really being played. Herbology Instructor is kind of an interesting card. On the front side, when it enters, you gain 3 life, and it's a 1/3. So gain 3 life, and it's a blocker, and then we can flip it to have it transform into Malady Invoker. Target creature and opponent controls gets -X or -0/-X till end of turn, where X is Malady Invoker's power. So this is really good against these aggressive decks if you happen to be losing to them a lot, because it gains 3 life, it's a decent blocker, and then it flips and kills something, and it's a good blocker as well. You're rarely going to flip it though against these aggressive decks. Pop Patch Formation, great enchantment hate. Also being able to just cash it in is really nice. Keen-Eyed Curator would be decent graveyard hate, exiling a card from a graveyard. Obstinate Baloth is really good against the bounce decks, because if they play, especially on turn 1, if they play Hopeless Nightmare, we just put Obstinate Baloth on the battlefield. Also fine against the aggro decks as well. The Swarm Reaver creates a lot of blockers. When it enters, create 2 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying, and if we have Delirium, they get +1/+1. What's kind of fun about this as well is if we can bounce it a whole bunch of times, then we keep creating blockers. This is really good against decks that we want a lot of blockers or we need to go super wide against. And the Ghost Vacuum, just alternative graveyard hate, not on a creature, so it's a little bit harder to answer. So you're going to select 9 of these 18 cards, and you're going to select 3 of these 6 cards to add to your non-flex slots in the main deck, and then you have your very own Simic Terror, Simic Crab deck, but stock. So if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias, links are above me and in the description, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.